Hey nerds! Sage is here. Hope you're doing well. As you can see, I've been working on my Kagero. She's basically done. I'm just gonna show you real quick. The general idea for her was to make her a dual kind of thing. Make her either a big debuffer with, the smoke dagger plus enhancement, which, plus 6, I mean not plus 6, minus 6 to every target is pretty cool. And I'm also going to eventually enhance lethal carrot, and then just give her things like Limmer and all that other stuff. But that's basically all I'm going for. I added Windsweep for when I want to run her in a team that's all about her debuffing skills, but I think it came out pretty well. Also, I don't have Hone Flyer, so I just kind of went with Goad, which she already has. So, that's not what we're here to talk about, though. As much fun as she was to build, I think it's time to talk about the new heroes that are getting weapons and refinements and all of that crazy stuff, and speculate a bit, because a lot of the weapons that have come out, or at least the ones that have been refined, they've kind of taken after, at least in some form, their characters' iterations, their weapons iterations from their games, of course. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, but let's talk about it a little bit. Let's see what's going on. So, first off and foremost, we of course have, yes, I know, some of you are already foaming at the mouth just thinking about it. I can't wait until patch day comes along, and the refinement is not what everyone hopes, and I expect to see a lot of comments about that already. Anyways, so, Binding Blade. That is the weapon we're looking at, and admittedly, right now, it's a bit underwhelming. Defense and res +2. When he's attacked. Yay! Honestly, it mirrors his weapon, at least kind of, from the Binding Blade. And it allows him to, be a bit beefier, I guess, but it's not exactly a great weapon. It's not exactly close to what it was in its game. It kind of has a few lacking features. Now, first off, let me just say this real quick. In its original iteration, it had effectively Dragon Killer, in a sense. It was also usable as an item. I think it could heal. And it also, of course, the one thing that everyone's going to point out extremely, extremely commonly is it had a range of 2. Yeah, I know, guys. I know it had a range of 2, okay? Please stop sending me messages about how it's probably going to be distant counter, okay? I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I can't sell you on that fact. I can't give you that. I honestly expect a few things to happen. First off and foremost, I expect the Grant's defense and res plus whatever to be changed. Maybe actually altered completely. To give you an idea, Leo's weapon, since Leo and Roy kind of share this kind of same ground, they are from the start of the game, and Leo's weapon before his refinement was just basically gravity. And if you enhanced it, its normal effect was changed to a straight damage mitigation against magic. I expect something might happen like that with the Binding Blade, granting him maybe something a little bit better. I'm honestly, expecting something like close defense or distant defense at this point, just to mirror the whole Grant's defense and resistance thing. I can't be too certain on that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It might just straight up it to +5, honestly. From there, we also, of course, have to talk about the possible refinement effect that comes with it. And I know a lot of you are hoping and praying for distant counter. I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't expect it. I do not expect distant counter. As much fun as that would be, I don't know if that would actually push Roy any further than what he is right now. I don't know if that would really help him too much, but Binding Blade and its distant counterpart, from its base game, I guess you could say, I can't say for certain if that's going to happen. The only thing I would really hope for is maybe give him that Dragon Killer effect, just so he can have something going on with it if you're going to, add that in. It seemed to have emulated that in its, original game, so it's, don't know. It's going to be a hard one to say. But that seems to be something that might be a recurring theme, because the other weapon we're going to talk about is something that's also, it's Lilina, who, honestly, I really need to level up. She's a great mage when you get to doing everything, get everything down. She's a fun mage, and this might push her even further. So, she's going to get 4 Blaze, which, well, I guess the only thing I can think about is, maybe Dragon Killer, because I don't see any luck here as a stat, and in its game it gave +5 luck, so I don't see that. I don't see luck at all, so I'm just going to assume that we're probably going to have its other effect, which is that it was effective against, wyverns and wyvern riders and dragons, so I'm just going to assume we're going to get a straight dragon killer tome, perhaps, for red. Which, I mean, that's nice. That's a cool thing. I'm hoping that she'll get something great, because she really deserves it. She needs a better, well, not a better tome, but she could really use a great tome that's made specifically for her. There's a lot of people out there who love Lilina, and we could really use something that might boost her a bit more there. So, outside of that, I'm really not too certain about this, because when it comes to 4-blaze, the only thing I can really think of is the luck and the dragon killer. Will it happen? Will it? I don't know. I'm hoping, but outside of that, including the refinements, I have no idea what it could be. I'm excited to see, though, so I'm expecting dragon killer, though, at least for the base weapon. From there, though, we have even more craziness coming out, because Karel, that just sounds like Superman, or Carol Burnett, as I like to call him. And yes, I just do that as a joke, guys. Anyways, the one thing I'm expecting here is I don't really actually know what to expect, because the Wodao has always kind of been his weapon. And I'm not too sure what the Nameless Blade, which he's going to be sharing with Fear, is going to entail. The Wodao was something that he kind of had, and it was infamous for him, so killing people, fun stuff. Anyways, but, yeah, I'm really stumped for this one. If anyone has any ideas what the Nameless Blade may entail, or have any spicy bit of, lore to give me, I would very much like to hear it, because I have not actually played Binding Blade myself. I've been having to do research and look into what might be there. Alright, so that's really confusing. So I'm just not sure. People think that it might be, like a Wodao effect mixed with something else, or something even crazier, which would make sense, but I'm hoping it's great for both of them. Seriously, Fear needed it, he needed it. Let's hope for something great for both of them. And it seems to be a shared effect. I don't think it's going to be like Faucian, where, they both have it and then it curves off into different refinement paths. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be the same, but I could be wrong there. From there, we have the other character that is getting a refinement that has not gotten one yet. I'm talking, of course, about our bad boy Lloyd. Now, the funny thing about the Regal Blade is that, up until this point, it's basically just a really strong weapon. So I'm not really sure where they can go from here with this either. But his effect was decent, not the best, and I really think he needed it. I honestly expect that effect right there to be replaced with something a little bit better, outside of the, of course, refinement effect as well. So it's going to be a really, really exciting bit of information there to see how well this goes, because I would like to see Lloyd get pushed up from where he is into something better. And he really does deserve a bit more, considering the Regal Blade was supposed to be extremely powerful. We'll see how that goes. I'm not too certain. Now, the other things that we have to talk about real quick, of course, are the other additional 2 weapons that are listed there. People seem confused by this. So first off, Ephraim is back again. Now, just so we're clear, what this is that this is an evolution of his weapon. It's turning it into his legendary weapon. So in case you didn't already know, it could take it and turn it into the one where, I believe if he's surrounded by enemies or something like that, I honestly forget exactly what it is, but, he'll double. It's really debatable if it's going to be something worthwhile or whatnot, so it's hard to say. The other one, of course, is that Armads is going to be upgraded to Berserk Armads, which, of course, is his, Hector's Valentine's weapon, which makes sense, and gives Wrath built in, as well as some other little bonuses, and you can roll all sorts of things on it. I'm still wondering if that's actually going to be a good improvement for Hector as he is. Getting rid of Quick Riposte might not be the best idea there. I'm not too sure, but it's gonna be a very interesting next few weeks. I'm gonna have to level up a bunch of units, aren't I, just to take a look at what's coming on. I'm not looking forward to leveling up Lloyd, let me tell you that. But Lilina and and Roy, I do need to actually get to work on. But also, Nameless Blades, 4 Blaze. I'm excited. How about you guys? What did you expect? And yes, we know we're gonna need to have a moment of silence for Corrin, who does not seem to be getting his Yato upgrade yet. Sorry, folks. Soon, though. Soon. Let's hope, right? Alright, that's about it, guys. Do tell me what you think is going to come for these weapons. What do you expect? What do you want? Put them in the comments below. I'll talk to you later. See you soon!